Hi, everyone. My name is Megan Huzzy, and I'm with Special Olympics. I work at our international headquarters in Washington, D.C., but we have country programs in over 190 countries and territories around the world. We're so excited to be here as a collaborator for good with the World Federation for Youth Clubs again this year. In our work with youth in schools, we're focused on using sport and inclusive youth leadership as a platform to teach and promote social inclusion, and also to provide opportunities to develop social emotional learning skills in youth with and without intellectual disabilities. So we're very excited to explore potential collaborations with all of you to create a more inclusive and more unified future generation of youth. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dawn Nagy, the Director of Strategic Advancement here at the World Federation of Youth Clubs. I'm the newest member to the team. My background is in fundraising and program development from a long line of kind of educational and poverty alleviation focused organizations. So I am thrilled to have the opportunity to connect with all of you. As the newest member, I've been able to meet so many so far and hear from so many of you. So it's been an exciting day, exciting first day of the conference, and I want to thank our moderators and panelists from those wonderful breakout sessions, unleashing your staff and volunteer potential. I didn't know if you all remembered, you're able to kind of sneak in and out of those sessions if you'd like to kind of see what's going on. So from that staff and volunteer potential one, I've worked in nonprofits my whole career, and I've worked with volunteers and been a volunteer. And so I just loved the idea of empowering staff and volunteers by fully equipping them with the tools and resources they need to be successful. And also, I know they mentioned having like a change mentality approach, and I think we need that in regular times, and certainly right now, having that kind of mindset, I think, is crucial to people's success. I also popped in on how storytelling supports your fundraising strategy. That's speaking my language. I think it's so critical for organizations to share their stories. There's all kinds of resources that you can attract to your organization. While Special Olympics is a pretty sophisticated organization, I think all that they were talking about can kind of make it less daunting than you think it is to really be sharing from your heart. That's the key. Just share from your heart as what is happening at your clubs, with your kids and with your staff. It can really make a difference. And then that last session on leveraging what you've learned in the pandemic to benefit youth, I think everyone that's in the conference right now probably possibly fully recount the ways that their lives have changed in the last year. And while it's been a hard year in so many ways, it's amazing to think of the things that we've learned. There's so many ways that we can kind of seize this opportunity to look at different ways of delivering content and services and connecting with each other, just like we've been able to connect virtually here today. So thank you all so much for those amazing breakouts. You also just saw a spotlight from Special Olympics and one earlier today from 4-H. Both of those organizations are Collaborators for Good. I think everybody probably knows Collaborators for Good, but those are partners in our work. They share stories, the referrals, they give us insights, knowledge, curriculum, all kinds of resources to help enhance programs and trainings for young people around the world. So we really want to thank them for what they contribute to the WFYC mission. I actually want to take a minute to talk about another Collaborator for Good. That's the African League of Canada, or the ALC. The Africans League is obviously based in Canada, and it's the largest federal community service organization that's been created by Africans that exists in North America. They bring together citizens from all the African states. They work to improve the quality of life while they're in Canada. So they ensure things like their active participation in the economy, protection of their interests, ensuring equal access to essential needs, things like legal, health, and social services. And they also focus on unity and mutual aid between African communities, no matter what's happening, what kind of difficulties or what might be happening in their home countries. So we want to thank the Africans League of Canada for the work that they do to build community in Canada, and for their support of the WFYC's efforts to build a strong community of affiliates, collaborators for good, and our supporters. I'd also like to take just a minute to thank First Pick, one of our conference sponsors, and thank them for their continued partnership in helping to connect the WFYC affiliates with potential sister clubs. So thank you, First Pick, for your continued support. I hope that everyone has enjoyed the conference so far. There's so many exciting things we'll be covering in the next couple of days. And actually, I'm about to pass this on to Glenn and Jose for a very special announcement that we can't wait to share with you. So thank you, everyone. Glenn, Jose?
Thanks, Dawn, for the recap. Those breakout sessions on lessons learned and sharing best practices and focusing on staff and volunteers and the importance of storytelling all are important factors in our work. They're important to the entire network as well, as we share and learn from one another. As the World Federation of Youth Clubs continues to enhance the network, Jose and I are excited to share a special announcement about a new program that will provide a platform for all of our affiliates to showcase their work on a global stage, a chance to share their best practices, acknowledge staff, and share their stories. I want to start by thanking the BCM Foundation for sponsoring the development of this program. Special thanks to Jim Shepard and Suzanne McGarry and their entire board for their confidence in us and our ability to help club affiliates around the globe. They have always been supporters and pioneers when it comes to making the world better for young people. This program will honor all of who have been working so hard to transform lives, and it will honor the kids you serve.
I'm excited about this program because it will honor our affiliates. Affiliates such as Haiti, Republic of Georgia, Central America, Mexico, UK, who continue to push forward despite the pandemic and continue to do great work. We know how hard we work. Our board members, our staff, our volunteers, and everyone on your teams who make things work every single day despite the lack of resources oftentimes. We want to make sure we honor you and share your passion, your vision, and your stories.
We also want to honor the youth you serve. So many of you have shared stories about some remarkable kids. For example, in Afghanistan, youth dealing with the daily challenges of a war-torn country are overcoming poverty and hunger and personal security issues each day. Yet they're finding a way to better themselves by working at a very young age and looking for a better future. In Ghana, I can remember that organization's first club starting out under a tree with just a few kids and Dr. Pat Isafel, their founder, reading to them each day. Today, they operate 41 clubs and schools, serving over 2,000 children each day. One young man, after spending 8 years at that club, has just graduated as a medical doctor. These types of success stories take place with all of our affiliates. We want to be able to honor these youth and share their stories with others. We are pleased to announce the new Global Recognition Program, an awards program that will serve as a platform to talk about your organization, highlighting the youth you serve, the programs you lead, and the staff and volunteers that make it all happen for your kids. The Global Recognition Program will officially launch in April of this year and will provide awards for affiliates in the following 3 categories. Youth. You'll be able to nominate all kids, no matter their age. So many kids, against all odds, are working hard each day to overcome adversity, positively impacting their families and communities, and truly embodying the hope of the next generation. We can't wait to hear more about them and the stories that you can share about them. Leadership. Some of you only have 1 or 2 staff members. Others have full marketing, fundraising, and program teams. Some have incredible volunteers or board members who are changing the path ahead for your kids and your programs. We want to be able to hear about them as well. And programs. All of you are trying to meet the needs of your kids by developing programs that will keep them involved, engaged, and on the right path. We want to share these stories with others. We all have so much to learn from each other.
We assure you that the application process will be quick and simple, making this a fun and easy process. It is important for us because we know how busy you are, so we promise it will be easy. You'll actually have 6 weeks to go into the World Federation of Youth Clubs website, fill out a simple online form that will be available in multiple languages. You will be able to apply in various categories, so you are not limited to just one. And we'd love you to nominate several of your leaders' programs and youth. So here are some of the great benefits that will bring to our affiliates. The ability to showcase your work on a global stage to a global audience. Honorees will also receive financial recognition from the World Federation of Youth Clubs of up to $1,000 per award. This will be a great marketing and promotional opportunity. We will promote your award honorees and help affiliates promote theirs. This program will also help learn from the best practices so that we can share them with other affiliates. Many more in the network can fully benefit from this. And honorees will also participate in a virtual worldwide celebration in August.
As I mentioned, the process will begin in April. After you've filled out your application, a selection committee comprised of a broad range of stakeholders will then meet over the summer to review applications. And as Jose explained, the honorees will be announced at a special worldwide virtual celebration in August. There are so many ways that each of our affiliates will benefit from this opportunity. This is a great way to share your stories and raise awareness of your excellent work, share your best practices to benefit others, and hopefully drive additional support for your organization. We want to encourage you to start thinking now of everyone, everything, or every program you want to highlight through this recognition opportunity. Think about the creative programs you have pulled together during this pandemic and the exciting services that attract kids to come to your clubs each day. Programs that have to do with academic success and healthy lifestyles and how you are showing them to take responsibility for themselves and have a concern for others. Programs you would share with us about careers and thinking about the future. STEM programs and other innovative programs that you have put in place or are about to start. And please don't worry if you're just getting started or only have one program site or location. All of you are eligible to share your stories and your successes, no matter how big or small your organization may be, or how many staff or volunteers you have. This is your chance to share your stories of helping and transforming the lives of young people with others around the world. Look for additional information from our World Federation of Youth Club staff in the weeks after the conference. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can of course contact me or Jose. We can't wait to see what you submit and to applaud all of you at the worldwide virtual celebration in August. Now I'd like to pass the baton to a collaborator for Good Spotlight and to Mark, who will close out this fantastic day one.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tricia Scott.
And I'm Claudine Wyant. The team here at the Beau Biden Foundation for the Protection of Children would like to congratulate the World Federation of Youth Clubs and the Collaborators for Good.
Providing children around the world with a safe place to learn and play is essential for happy and healthy children. The work you do is critical in helping children thrive.
At the Beau Biden Foundation for the Protection of Children, we believe children should be able to grow up in a world safe from harm and free from the threat of abuse, either by a peer or adult.
For the last 6 years, our accredited workshops and trainings have helped youth-serving professionals and organizations protect the children in their care and maintain best practices in child abuse prevention policies and procedures.
We invite you to join us in protecting children and confronting abuse. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Have a great conference.
Hope that first day was informative. There was lots of great information shared. To steal a phrase from our chairman and Rick Goings, I got lots of notes here, and I'm going to share some of those with you. And then, quite frankly, should be entertaining. So, the music was fantastic. I kind of felt my shoulders bouncing and having a good time. So it was great. It was just an absolute great day one. So thank you for your participation. This conference would not be possible without our donors, without our partners and collaborators. our speakers and panelists. They were just absolutely fantastic. And I want to just thank all of them for giving so much of their time and their energy to make day one of this conference so successful. Just a quick thought from me. This whole kind of convening and using technology the way we're doing it is just absolutely amazing. Whether you are in what part of the world that you're in, if you're in Europe, or if you're in Africa, if you're in China, if you're in Mexico or Colombia, the United States, I mean, every one of us are all sitting here giving our time and our energy to be here, right? And we are connected through the World Federation of Youth Clubs with this common bond to help make the lives of young people better. And we're just connected. And whether you're sitting in your kitchen or sitting in your office or you're watching it on your mobile phone, we are all connected here. And that is just really powerful when you just take a moment to think about how we're able to do this. And so I'm just thrilled to be part of something that's special, and that's something that we're going to continue to build on going forward. Rick and Glenn, thank you for your comments and opening up today and your vision for this organization. Rick and Susan and Glenn, your expertise, Jose, your expertise in supporting our affiliates and the addition of Libby and Dawn to the team. We are, as I said, well on our way to doing really great things. Just to kind of do a bit of a recap, I thought Vivian's comments were spot on in terms of inspiring us, right? Yes, there are major issues in the world. And we know that the pandemic has left so many communities in dire straits, but it has also given us the opportunity to learn, to grow, to inspire each other to try new things in ways that we can deliver our services. And that is powerful. So yes, Vivian laid out some pretty stark statistics, but boy, did she also leave us with an important message that as individuals, you can do anything when you set your mind to it, especially when it comes to young people. So thank you, Vivian, for that and for your powerful remarks. Like I said, I took some copious notes, so I'm going to give you a little bit of perspective, from my own point of view, right, around sort of what I took away from these breakout sessions. Before I do that, though, I do want to mention that all of the sessions from this entire conference will be posted on the WFYC website, okay? Just give us about a week or so to get it all formulated and put together, but it will be there, okay? So if you weren't able to attend a session, you want to go back and revisit a session, you can do that on our website. But like I said, just give us about a week or so. So quick takeaways. All right, the first breakout session on recruiting, investing, and retaining staff. One of the things that struck me in both Olga's and Tamara's comments was that, boy, did they have to respond pretty quickly and address some of the issues that they were faced with as they quickly realized the pandemic was going to have a tremendous impact on their service model, right? So they had to completely change how they were delivering services. What struck me about Olga is her comments around daily outcomes. She said, we're going to establish daily outcomes and meet with the team. And every Friday, they sat down and said, okay, where are we? What's going on? And those were great learning moments for them to take an assessment and say, okay, we did some things. Are they working? Are they not working? And adjust accordingly. Tamara talked about reassessing all of the roles, but bringing in people into this conversation and bringing in the team to let them know that they have to be part of this conversation. Yes, the delivery model the service model has changed. Okay, so yes, but let's bring everyone around the table so they can discuss how to get that done. That's key. What was interesting about recruiting was, okay, I think it was Olga said, hey, let's look at less conventional ways to bring staff into our organization. And Tamara said, well, wait a minute, we should be doing recruiting year round, not just annually, but year round recruiting to get staff in. So really great insights. And then finally, regardless of all the things that they put in place, they said, you know what, we need to be mission driven. We need to be we need to find mission driven individuals to join our team. And then my last point on this session was be available, bring your full self to your work. Olga talked about the fact that she's a mom, and it was great for her team members to see what was going on as relates to their operations and how it impacted her. So bring your full self to work. Okay, so second session, real quickly, storytelling, absolutely fantastic. Crystal, Kaylee, fantastic job. You did just amazing insight in terms of the digital work that the Special Olympics organization had put together. One of the things that really stood out was authenticity. You have to be authentic in this work and making sure that you set a strategy around content that is based on what people are really going through. And I think it was Crystal who said, you know, tell the story that's true and that it raises awareness. And yes, there might be some concerns about exploitation, but as long as you're being authentic, as long as you're being true to that story and being transparent, that's key. Testing, don't forget testing. It isn't super expensive. They talked about Facebook as a resource for you. So look into Facebook as a way to really understand your audiences and how to segment and test what's working. Find details, right? Buttons, colors, images, email messages, subject matter lines, all of those things, really, really important. And then finally, the session on what I learned from the pandemic and key takeaways. So is, okay, Paul and Liz's conversation, fantastic. They also had to adapt real quickly to ensure that their organization was adapting appropriately. But what was amazing about Liz's story is around the connection that the club made in the community. They weren't just delivering materials for club kids, they were delivering food. They were providing an opportunity, an extension for them to, oh my goodness, to build their reputation in their community. So that was super powerful. So there was so many learning moments for me in the first day, and I hope that you all gained as well from these learning moments. So with that, so great day, Global Recognition Program. Take advantage. Please don't think of your programs, well, oh, I'm not ready, or my programs is not sophisticated. Please submit your applications and participate in the Global Recognition Programs. We want to highlight and feature you. Now, also, don't forget to send in your evaluations for all of the sessions. The feedback that we receive is so important to helping us design and create sessions that are going to ultimately benefit you in the future. So please, 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 we want your feedback. So getting ready to close and let you guys get off to your rest of your day, your evening. But before I do that, I want to share with you that there is a special conference gift that we're going to provide for all of the conference attendees. And it's really, really easy to get your gift. Okay, you ready? Step one is you will receive a link to redeem your conference gift, right? So you'll receive a link, check your spam folder, make sure it isn't in there. I want you to click on that link, okay? And then enter the same email address you use to register for the conference, okay? And then all of a sudden, voila, you will have 2 gift options that you can redeem. Select the gift, enter in your mailing address, and then you will receive your conference gift in the mail in about 5 or 6 weeks or so. So simple process, all right? So what's coming tomorrow? Day 2. All right, we've got all general sessions. We're going to be focusing on a fundraising mindset, right? Got to get that mindset to raise dollars. We're going to talk about data and how data can support your efforts around growth. And we're going to have a really important conversation on crisis prevention and response. So thank you all for being with us on day 1. Looking forward to day 2, and enjoy and thank you for being here. Take care.